Flavors, and local favorites that make this area special.
And welcome back. It is hour 2 of the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Rob on vacation. Cameron Wright is in the house. Chef Tiny, of course. The intro says he's in the house as well with our best of the Ozarks.
Yes. I wanted to kind of just do a little tribute to some of my favorite places around town, but also to kind of get some feedback from what other people think of these categories, like what's their choice, what would their selection be. So just kind of honoring 6 months of best of.
Yeah. And Cameron was wondering about pizza. He's got a hankering for some pizza, but a little more Illinois style deep dish pizza.
Yeah. And I like I was thinking, Tom, it was Rosati's was here for a while. They had a good deep dish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, outside of going to, like we were talking about on the break, Mr. Gilberti's. I don't know why that's hard to say, but that's a hard combination there.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. G's.
Yeah.
Also, which is, I mean, at one point was the same thing.
When the guy got out of it, he actually, from what I understand, gave both the menu to both people.
Yeah.
Ryan worked there, got it, and then he sold it to Gilberti's. I don't know. Those guys, I could be wrong on how it all went down, and I don't want to cause a conflict with people, but I understand there's a little bit of a conflict down there with that. But is Rosati's still open?
I haven't seen a Rosati's for a while. It used to be over there on like Fremont Battlefield in that shopping center.
Yeah.
Kind of just around the corner facing Fremont.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it in a long time.
Now, a local legend is Jack with McSalty's Pizza.
Yeah.
Now that's not deep, but it's a good pizza.
I do love McSalty's, the bear pie.
Oh,
probably
man,
my all-time favorite.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff out there. I use him a lot, actually. And Jack's local. I mean, I like the local guys, Tom. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like the local guy, the local pizza place, the homemade thing. And that's, I mean, just kind of like Portnoy's the same, he goes after that local style and hey, McSalty's is a legend in this area.
It is. And, truthfully, I opt, we're just going to start with best pizza, Tom, and my favorite, and I'm not a huge St. Louis style pizza guy. I'm not an Emo's guy very much, but the best in Springfield is Garbo's in my mind. You can't beat the salad, the thin cracker, St. Louis style crust. They still go and get the crust from the hill in St. Louis. And their Provel isn't quite as funky as Emo's. It's something about the Emo's cheese funk on that Provel.
Well, they got it's 3 different cheeses in it or something.
Yes.
That they mix together.
It's a Swiss, white American, and provolone blend.
Right.
So, and 2 of those cheeses can be a little stinky, a little funky. But, Garbo's is my all-time favorite. 36 years. Actually, I think 37 years now in Springfield. And, it tastes the same now as it did 35 years ago.
Wow.
I can tell you that. So they have consistency. They've had the same guy making their pizzas for like 20 years. He's still back there, just cranking out Garbo's pizza. That's an experience that you can't really put a price tag on in my mind. So yeah, Garbo's, they're my all-time favorite.
All right.
We had, I remember when we did this the first time, Pizza House came up a lot by our listeners.
Yes. And I haven't eaten there yet.
What's still
wrong with me? I know.
I've ate
commercial,
it. It's
right?
good.
Yeah.
It's good. Thin, at least that's the one I got. But it really, really good. You got, the one off, they've got a couple of them, Aris.
Aris.
Aris pizza.
Yeah.
That's a Greek style.
Yes.
And it's good.
Yeah. That's my mom's favorite pizza. We actually had her birthday there this year, which is about par for the course. That's where she likes to go.
Yeah.
My favorite pizza there is the Some Like It Hot.
Huh.
Some Like It Hot. It's like a spicy pepperoni and sausage pizza, and it'll kick you. That's for sure.
Don't know of any Detroit style pizzas in Southwest Missouri.
I have yet to find one.
So if we got any listeners that know of Detroit style, please let us know because we'd like to try it. Now that's the one where it's in a pan and it's a square, and it's just a little crispy on the outside. It's buttery crisp, and there is a good one in
the crust is like an inch thick.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then there is a good one in Warrensburg, right beside the football stadium. Actually, it looks out into the football stadium from like the student center. Really, really good pizza.
It's in the student center?
It's in the student center at Central, right? That's Warrensburg.
Mm-hmm.
And
Missouri.
And went there for a track meet and just saw this pizza place up there. And I'm like, oh, I'm going up there.
Yeah.
And I just was like, this is phenomenal. This was absolutely phenomenal. If I was in town, I'd be eating that pizza every week.
Yeah, Detroit style, very underrated. It's a little bit more of a Americanized and firmer, more flavor Sicilian than it's modeled after the Sicilian style pizza, but Sicilian style has got that thick, crust. It's like an inch thick. It gets a little crispy. They bake it in the pan. It gets crispy around the edges, and then it's more like it's lighter toppings though on the Sicilian style. It's not all the cheese and crusty pepperoni and crisp. Yeah.
See, that's me. I love all that crusty pepperoni. And I like to get a little side of marinara and dip the crust in there.
I think that's the only way to do it. I don't think you're supposed to not dip it. That's for sure. Best burger. Okay. So I'm not going to mention Retro Metro because, it's my burger in my mind. However, if Tiny is going to go somewhere and get a burger, it's Caddy Corner. Caddy Corner up off of Highway, when it turns into Highway H on Glenstone, you're going up towards like Pleasant Hope.
Yes, yeah.
It's right on the left side. I mean, as soon as you pass it, you'll probably miss it. But it's Caddy Corner. It's a former it's like a convenience store and gas station, and then over kind of off to the side they have a little cafe. And it's Caddy Corner makes the best burgers in the state of Missouri, in my mind. They're sweet people. You get like that down home feel. It's family owned and operated. And when you order fries there, your potato is sitting there on the counter. They pull the potato, they spin it, and then they fry it. Like right there for you. Yeah. Fresh, spun potato for your fries.
Kind of like a Japanese steakhouse, but for potatoes.
Yeah. I'm in. That's going to probably happen this weekend. Thanks.
Yes. Caddy Corner. It is.
How do you spell it?
CAD.
Oh.
And then the letter E, and then KORNER. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Caddy Corner. I've told a couple of my cooks about it, and every time they come in, they're like, well, guess what I had for lunch today? They go up there all the time.
Do they have to go out of the way to go up there to?
Well, I think everybody kind of has to go out of the way to go up there unless you live in Pleasant Hope and work in Springfield.
Yeah.
But I've actually debated that, like just moving to Pleasant Hope so that way when I'm on my way back to the house or going into work, I can stop by Caddy Corner.
This is Seth Tiny's notes here, just so you know. I'm believing.
Well, see, that's with me too. On my way home, you remember one of the last times we had talked food, we were talking Cubans.
Yes.
And on my way home is
I gotta do this thing too.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite sandwiches.
Yep.
That was on our best sandwiches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Cuban, it's a real Cuban. He worked in Miami, and they've got that bread that they use. I forget what the name of it is, but after we talked about it that day, I stopped by there to get me one for the ride home.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, so segueing into best sandwich in the area, and I kind of just did a cumulative
hot or sub.
Thing.
What are we talking about?
Well, I'm just going to incorporate both, and
okay.
I still think the best sandwich in Springfield is at the sub shop, the Fighter Pilot.
Yeah.
The Fighter Pilot is the best sandwich in Springfield. It's the sub shop. I know that they have it at the downtown location. I don't know if they serve the Fighter Pilot at their, I think they have one on Seminole and Glenstone, if I remember correctly, like around that area.
Yeah.
So yeah, sub shop. I think they have best sandwich in Springfield. I mean, hot sandwich, it's kind of hard to beat the Chicago John at Retro Metro, but a lot of people are like, man, that's an expensive sandwich. I'm like, yeah, it's also 8 ounces of prime rib in there. So that's what we use for the meat.
Have you ever tried B29s in Ozark?
I haven't tried their sandwiches. No.
Yeah.
But I've eaten
You've
there.
eaten there. Had
Yeah.
probably catfish.
I usually get the meatloaf, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They've got a good Reuben there. I mean,
Okay.
B29s.
Love Reubens. Love me a good
it's
Reuben.
A really nice Reuben.
All right. I'm going to put that on my list.
Yeah.
I need to go to B29 and skip the meatloaf and go for the Reuben.
There you go.
I'm going to have to do that.
Queen City Deli, another one that's got some pretty good.
Yes,
hot
the wet
and-
Italian.
Yes.
Yeah. I like getting a wet Italian there. Perino's. I mean, for those of you that have been in Springfield for a long time, Perino is a household name as far as restaurants in this town. He was one of the first to move here from the Hill in St. Louis and open up Jay Perino's. And then, after Jay Perino's kind of went by the wayside, he had Queen City Deli over there on Sunshine. Yeah. Sunshine. And it's just on to the west of Glenstone, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's a great spot.
So the name of that place is Queen City Deli.
Yes.
Queen City Deli.
Okay.
Yeah. And man, if I can get emails to stop, covering my notes here, I would be a little smoother, Tom. So next, best restaurant that deserves more attention.
Oh.
All right. Best restaurant that deserves more attention. So something that, the locals know about, but tourists don't really know about, So this one's a little bit close to the heart, but I'm going to go with Split Social Kitchen on that one. Very eclectic menu. Kristen doesn't shy away from just having fun with food. A lot of different options on there. They've got a great burger as well, but they have everything from burgers to pastas. They serve fresh mussels. They've got the Kevin Costner is my favorite and my son's favorite, but it's a meatball sub as a wrap, and it's done chimichanga style, so deep fried after they wrap it.
Wow.
And then they serve it with tomato sauce and like a creamy bechamel, which bechamel is like cream sauce basically over the top of it, and some fresh Parmesan cheese. It is phenomenal. But I think Split is probably the best hidden gem.
What's the
here in
name?
town.
Split what?
Split Social Kitchen. And
nice.
they're very small restaurant right now, but she's actually getting ready to expand. So they're moving into the other end of the shopping center, which has a little bit more space, and they'll be able to accommodate more people, because I got a feeling after this little plug here,
Yes.
they're going to get an influx for sure, right?
No doubt.
It's like we say at Retro Metro, the Al Roker effect.
Wow.
I don't know if you know that or not.
Did you see him on the Today Show?
Yeah.
Chef Tiny on the Today Show about a month ago?
I missed it. I didn't watch the Today Show.
Well, you can go on YouTube and catch it.
Were you on there?
Yes, I was with Al, actually. Al was my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He called me at home last weekend. I'm kidding. He did not.
He's lost a lot of weight.
He has. Yes, he has. I had these shirts made up for all of the cast of the Today Show. And Al, I was like, what size is he? Because I was thinking like, maybe 2X, something like that.
No, man.
Large.
Yeah.
He just wears a large now.
Yeah.
So
he's done great.
And, next up, I've got best happy hour in Springfield. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's Retro Metro. But if I was going to pick another happy hour, I would have to go with my compadres in the shopping center at the Roost. So the Roost always runs, really good specials, and, talk about sports, another great place to go watch some World Cup games.
Opening up a new location.
Opening up a fourth location over where the Pitch Pizza and Pub was. They have another location out in the newly opened Iron Grain District. Well, it's been about a year, but it's fairly new out there. It's kind of a new booming area of Republic out by where Amazon is and stuff.
Yeah.
Right off of Highway 60. Now you just take that exit that you would take to where the Amazon warehouse is, and the Iron
Roost.
Grain District is right there.
The Roost. Oh.
They're also in Majors Crossing Shopping Center next to me, a little bit more on the Cox Road side. And then they also have the original location over on Sunshine.
That's where my brother and sister-in-law live, right there. So just about every, time we go over there, we just make that 2-block jaunt over to the Roost, get me some wings and
good wings, huh, Tom?
Oh, good wings.
Yeah, very good wings.
Yep.
Very good wings. The next one, best Mexican, because I don't think we have, enough Mexican restaurants in this town. So this is going to be a very slim list, right? I'm being facetious.
Joking. Yes.
Yeah. So on that, mine is Casabella. And I love Casabella. I love what Sergio does over there. I wouldn't say that we really have necessarily an authentic Mexican restaurant in town. Most Mexican restaurants they'll have some authentic items on there. They probably more fall into the category of Tex-Mex. Traditional Mexican doesn't really have a whole lot of cheese. They don't really serve queso in Mexico at restaurants, but unless it's a Tex-Mex style place. But yeah, definitely Casabella. Sergio over there does a great job. They have a special sandwich that's one of my favorite sandwiches of all time. It's called the torta ahogada, and that is a pork carnitas sandwich. He goes and buys the fresh French bread to put it on, and he's got this spicy sauce that he makes in-house that he pours over the top of it, some fresh onions and cucumbers. That is traditional. That's actually from his hometown in Mexico. A lot of the street food vendors will serve this sandwich, and it's his favorite thing. And then I got introduced to it. Now it's one of my favorite things. So definitely Casabella. Their birria tacos are phenomenal. Pretty much anything on the menu you can't go wrong with. Absolutely love Casabella.
Iberia tacos.
Yeah.
I came across a good one at Senor Julian's.
Oh, yes. I've heard a lot of great things about Senor Julian's.
Off of Battlefield, right there. I mean, it was a small place. But then he bought the building that used to be that donut shop there.
Yeah.
And he bought that, and now he's doubled his size. It's packed in there all the time.
I was in there yesterday. I had to get my ears lowered, so I was right there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a great Iberia taco. I mean, it's like really good. I mean, yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, I love those. And then best steak in Springfield.
Ooh. Darren asked that on
Cameron Wright's house.
Yes. There you go. Okay, I'm coming over.
Come to my grill.
I'm coming over. But best steak in Springfield, obviously Retro Metro, we do specialize in steaks and beef. We serve Herzog beef. It's all Missouri beef. Absolutely love our steaks. But again, it's about where Tiny would go. Where am I going to venture out to? And I'm going to have to go with Avanzari on this one. Tony knows how to cook a steak. He really knows how to cook a steak. If I'm going to go out and eat something that's similar to what I serve, I'm going to go to Avanzari for the steak. Okay. Every time. I don't ever get Italian food when I go to Avanzari. I always get steak. I have to have steak.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
my son's the same way.
I'm going to have to do that. I always get the Italian, and because I love steak.
Yeah.
Good steak.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Rob comes to Retro Metro and he eats lasagna. I'm like, hey, my lasagna is good. I get it. You love it. But, I do have other things on the menu.
That prime rib. My goodness.
Every Friday.
Oh.
Every Friday, prime rib. It's a tradition.
Yep.
It's a tradition that we wanted to bring back that was really popular here in Springfield, made popular by Shady Inn. And they always did it on Fridays. So we're kind of continuing that tradition. We're not just retro food from Metropolitan Grill days. We're retro food in general. The old school way of doing things is my favorite way of doing things. So that's what we try to incorporate at Retro.
We're going to continue this conversation. We've got a sports collector, Brad Hangy, coming up next. But last segment we'll talk more about some food.
I'm excited about the sports collectibles.
Yeah. He's coming up. Good guy. Worked with the Atlanta Braves during their heyday, and also the St. Louis Cardinals back in the 2000s. So we'll talk with him. He owns a sports collector's shop right now. He used to live in Springfield. Matter of fact, his wife was our news director here back in the day at this radio station. So they were both here. So Brad Hangy coming up next. It is the opening drive. Tom and Rob. Rob on vacation. Cameron Wright, Chef Tiny in with you till 9 o'clock here. Brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com.